So this week we are at Coon Creek Campground, Lake Shelbyville, Illinois. U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. This is the main gate, and up ahead there is a little check-in booth. I think it's only manned a few hours in the afternoon and evening. You check in there, get your spot. This campground is 100% reservable, so either you would have to have a reservation when you get here, or there are QR codes on each campsite. You can go down in there and scan if there's no one here to check you in. The board over there with some park information. Little parking lot turnaround area here in case you get down here and this campground's closed. And that's the road back out to the highway to get here. Alright, we're through the gate here. We're going to take a trip around. There are several, you wouldn't call them loops, there's like fingers to this campground. There's 181 campsites. And we're going to start down here with number 1. So, yep, go right down this way. Now, the numbers for these camp spots go up into the 200s, but I noticed some numbers are missing, so you can't really go off of that. Spot number 1. And the numbers, you can't really tell where you're at because some of them go down one side and then back up the other. And like I say, some of them are missing. You almost have to have a map to see what you're doing because there are 30 amp full hookups, 50 amp full hookups, 30 amp electric only, 50 amp electric only. So we can't really stop and tell you each one.
And you can stop at the little check-in station there and get you a free nap.
Yeah, you got a nice little map. It's got a key on it, tells you what everything is.
Got a couple buddy sites here.
Yeah, there was, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like about 9 double sites, the whole campground. Actually have one double pull through here. Not real level, but
Number 15.
Yep.
You can see the lake from there through the trees.
Yeah, these are all like fingers. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5 are just like fingers coming down here with the lake on each side. Not a real good lake view, but it's there. These sites down in this area, and I think the next one also, are very wooded. Lots of shade. In fact, hardly getting any sunlight down in here sometimes. And you get down here to the end, which is spot number 17, then the numbers start counting up, going back up the left side. Yeah, this is like I was saying, that was 17 on the end, but the next one's 19. There is no spot 18. So you gotta get yourself a map and then pay attention to the little post out here. Some of these are not too bad. These are electric only. A lot of them are fairly level. Some of them that are angled a little bit. There's, if you got a short trailer, they're not too bad. You get that pull-through side, you're looking, side of your camper's looking towards the lake. You kind of got a little private area there. Nobody can see what you're doing. Just sit there and look at the lake all day. Think you could handle that?
Oh, I could definitely handle that.
And this section here runs up to spot number 38. This is the second week of June on a Wednesday. So I guess a lot of kids are out of school, so people are camping during the middle of the week. With Corps of Engineer parks, they usually stay pretty busy. A lot of kids on the bikes and scooters. So we'll go down this next, well, this is actually a loop here. We're going to go around the outside, around this way. Spot number 40 be the first one over here. Now these numbers will be running on the right side.
And if you can do me a favor and just leave a comment if I'm going too fast. It's hard to judge how fast I'm driving when we're doing this, but I'd love to hear if our speed is good or whatever.
And I forgot to mention, I got the campground host right there on the corner. Now it's very shaded down in here. All sites have electric, even the tent sites. And these are pull through here on the left, back ends on the right. Tents back up in here, you can hardly see them for all the woods. So it's 52 on the corner here, and they're going back up. We'll end up with spot number 61 on the end, on the right. Every campsite is gravel, if that matters to you. Most of the places are like a real fine pea gravel. There's half a dozen restrooms in the whole campground, and I believe I counted 5 shower houses scattered around. All the dumpsters are right here in a line. I don't remember seeing any anywhere else in the campground. They're all here. So you have to bring your trash down here to dump it. And it's a pretty good idea to do that every night. Just make sure the raccoons don't get into your stuff. Looks like they even got new dumpsters. They're all nice and shiny. The dump station is right here next to the check-in booth. Looks like it's got 2 lanes there in case you don't have the full hookup site. This time of evening you want to kind of keep a lookout for deer. Like every night there's like one of them standing down here eating. They'll stand there and look at you. Sometimes they'll run off into the trees. It seems to be a popular spot for them right in here. Fork in the road, we're going to go to the left here. There's the amphitheater here on the left. Another shower house. And let's see where we're at here. We'll go to the left first. This should be starting out at site number 118. That says one. Okay, 118 will be on the left. There we go. You see gates on some of these sections because, like in the fall, the off season, they'll close off sections so they don't have to have people scattered all over the place. Some campgrounds will do that, and other campgrounds will just close. And it's the end of this one at 123. Back in the woods. Nice little secluded spot here. Squirrel running across the road. Squirrel and deer, I think that's all we've seen so far. No raccoons or possums or anything, skunks. Luckily.
Yeah.
And we'll go back out, back to the left again. Site number 131 on the left. Big playground here for the kids. Yep, that's one. These are full hookup sites, at least on the right.
Yeah, on the left it's just electric.
Okay. That's one thing I like about Missouri State Parks. They have color-coded posts. You can just drive by and look at the color on the band on the post and know what it is. Another shower house. I'll show you the showers here a little later. Speed number 148 coming up on the left here.
Tell you.
We're down to 140s here. Now you're getting down to where you can see the lake. That's actually a pull through there again too, the full hookup. This wouldn't be too bad down in here. Now that's not a full hookup there. These aren't. Like I say, you gotta take a good look at the map. And there's the lake. It's about 149 and 150 here on the end. Wish we could just walk through here and show each individual spot, but with 181 of them, we haven't got that much time. Probably gonna be a long video as it is, just showing all these. Since you gotta go down and back out again. All right, down here in the 160s and 170s. These would all be pretty much tent sites. They just drop off. Although we got a guy here with a fifth wheel. That's one reason why we wanted to do these videos, because you look at a map or look at a picture and you got no clue what you're getting until you get there and find out it's downhill or in a tree. All the sites have a picnic table, fire ring, a little pole to hang your lantern or whatever on. And another view of the lake, a little more open.
It's a very clean park. I haven't seen trash laying around or anything like that. The bathrooms need some work, but that's just like everything else in a campground, but they are clean.
Now this is like when I was talking about the numbers. This one ends up down there at 176, but then 177 is over on a different string here. past the next corner, we'll turn left again. That's a nice pull-through site there. Big. See a number on that one?
229.
Yep.
It's a buddy site.
There's several campgrounds at this lake, and this must be the biggest one. Sites are spread out a little more over here, and that's the full hookup again. Little parking area, more restrooms. We need to go in there and look to see what kind of condition those are. We always just go into shower houses. We never really check them out. Another little pull-through site there. That's kind of on the side of a hill there. Yeah, these are more tent spots down here. And we got some more lake view over here on the right. It's quite a mix. You got some little sites for a tent, and next thing you know, there's a trailer next to you. Then more tents.
That's a good spot right there.
Yeah, it's kind of short, but it's level and it's right next to the lake. And here's a little beach.
I like that they provide life jackets too.
Yeah, it's a Corps of Engineers thing, I think. Everywhere you go where you got access to a beach or whatever, they'll give you a vest. Well, let you use it, they don't give it to you. Yeah, we should end up down here at number 185. I got a big tent down there. Yeah, you got a nice spot right here. Nobody's taken it yet. A pretty decent spot there too. Of course, these are just electric only. But if it don't matter to you, it's pretty good spots. Not real big, but you got a good view of the lake.
Try to turn around a little bit here so you can possibly see the beach where you can go swimming.
Yeah, looks like it.
Hopefully the sun wasn't shining right in your eye.
You got a little shower over here so you can wash the sand off you. Not a big area, but you get kids down here, come down and play, splash around. Should be up in the 190s over here on the left side. And guess what? We're going to make another left turn.
Feels like you're on a racetrack.
Yeah, just keep making left turns. Here we're going to have 190s and 200, 201 down in here. That's one thing I can say about the Corps of Engineers, that even though it's really wooded, they do keep all the grass mowed. Nice spots here if you just had a tent.
Real nice spot there if you had a tent.
Yeah, especially right now, there's nobody else on here. We're getting there. Like I said, if it was just one big loop, it wouldn't be bad. Put a lot of miles on here.
Deer.
Sure enough.
Hopefully you can see it on the camera.
Yeah, we got the camera on a fixed mount, but I got it kind of a wide angle mode, so hopefully we're getting everything. Fifth wheel there. So we're going to take a left and then another left. And this will be the last part of the campground on this side of this end of it.
Sorry if the sun is glaring.
You know, parking, if you can see through the sun shining, there's a parking lot for the boat ramp over there. We'll go down there in a minute. And down in here you're going to have 207 through 221. That's a pull through, isn't it?
Pull through with water, yeah.
Yeah, there's just quite a mix.
back here in the fall, it might be beautiful with all these trees turning colors.
That's true. There's a lot of trees. And then look to see what kind they are. Kind of hard to tell driving by them, but it'd be nice if they're all maple or something. They really look nice.
Yep.
Put all these big boulders up here, so we got to go around. This let's see if this shower house here actually has coin laundry with it also. I just realized that a little bit ago. Just in case you need it, you go wash your laundry. A squirrel in the way, get out of the way. Here's the parking lot for the boat launch. And if you want to use it, there's a little machine over here. You got to pay to launch your boat.
$5.
I thought they told us when we checked in that if you're camping here, you don't have to pay it, but
Nope. I love the sign.
yeah, road ends in water. Is that right though? They said you don't have to pay.
Right. If you're fishing, if you're camping here, you do not have to pay day use.
Okay.
You get your little tag, and they know that you're a camper here.
Yeah, you check in, they give you a tag to hang on your rearview mirror, and then another little card to put on your post at your campsite. Got your name and expiration date on it. Then when you leave, you take that card off and you go turn it in the shack there.
Sorry about the sun again.
Yeah. Two boat ramps. One on the left here is called a high water ramp. It's when the water's deeper in the lake.
Three women down there fishing.
Yeah, they rode the bike down.
Once again, plenty of life jackets from adult to children's.
Yeah, some little bitty ones there for the kids. I guess it's just a turnaround area because it's got no parking signs everywhere. So if you want to walk down here, fish or something, or ride your bike down the little trail, you could do that. A little climb going back up. Alright, that's all of this end of the campground. We're going to go up back to this fork in the road where we came in and go show you where we're at.
Amphitheater over to the right.
Yeah, I didn't notice any of the bulletin boards or anything saying if they have some kind of programs or whatever. Alright, to the right is where we came in. We're going to go to the left to the last section of the campground here. A couple of spots right here outside the gate. The last 2 times this year, there's actually people camping there. That was kind of strange. Now there's the road, we can go either way here to the right or go straight ahead. You've got, I think, what, 4 pull-through sites? Yeah, 4 pull-through sites here. One of them is us. Number
113.
113. We've been here twice before and stayed in 112, and somebody already had that reserved. Got a shower house right in front of us. I've actually not been in there this time. You say it's clean, but it just needs, what, a little paint or something? Or
Yeah, painting and sprucing up a little bit. When I went into the hand dryer and the soap didn't work, so.
Alright, let's see which way we're going to go first down here. Let's go straight ahead. We'll get number 72 through 82 down in here. Seen a lot of people come with a group, and one guy will pull a boat, and one guy will pull a camper. These are, yeah, they should just be electric. Real shady, kind of all down here in the hole. Going on down in here. Spot right there wasn't too bad. Alright, let's see where we're at here. 82. And 82 is the end of the road, so just loop right back around and go out over to the next one. For these electric only spots, there are several water spigots scattered around too, so you can fill you up some water. That one there wouldn't be real bad. You like to be back in the trees. Right here, that'll be the last loop. If I remember, I was here 2 years ago. I was here 2 years before that. It seems to me there's a walnut tree right here somewhere, and there's walnuts all over the place. So if you come down here in the fall, you gotta watch your head. Up in here, we're gonna have 84 through 100 and looks like 6. A restroom. really want to get away from everybody, you can do it down in here. It actually goes farther than I thought it did.
Looks like we're, nope, I thought it was at the end of the road. Yes, we are
Yeah.
at the end of the road.
That's it.
Looks like you'll probably see the lake from that one if you get to the end there.
Yep. Number 100.
There's fun for everyone. Campers, tent people.
Oh, look at that one there. Oh, there's a lake down there too. That spot back there looks like you would never get any sunshine. Really wooded. This does make a little bit of a loop here, so we came from the left, we're going to go this way, going out. It's actually a one-way loop. Yeah, you can do everything in here from camping to glamping.
We're half glampers.
I guess a couple of poles here, I guess, for a volleyball or something. And 3 times we've been here, never seen any net. And then you got a basketball hoop down here.
And here's our home away from home.
Yeah. All right, that does it for the campground tour. Maybe we'll go around and look at, I don't know, maybe we'll find something else to look at tomorrow, lake or something. All right, that's that. One thing we like to do when we're camping around Shelbyville is head into a town called Arthur. It's about 30 miles from the campground. It's a small town in Amish country. A lot of Amish in this area. We're kind of in the middle of town here, but not a really big town. This is the visitor center. Kind of looks like an old railroad depot. There are railroad tracks right behind me here. Several Amish shops up and down this street. This is looking south. If you go down to the 4-way stop a few blocks down there, you go take a left and go east. It takes you into a town called Arcola. There's a lot of Amish businesses in between here and there. There's a Amish furniture store. It's got some really nice stuff in it. If you go down to that corner and take a right, it takes you back over hill, well, not hill and dale, right? No hills in Illinois, but you go around through the cornfields, end up back at the campground. And we're going to go south, straight ahead to that 4-way stop. And there's a few Amish shops out there we always stop at. So let's go take a look.
So if you're a crafter like me and you're in the Arthur, Illinois area, be sure to stop here at Country Treasures. They have notions and scrapbooking stuff and Amish toys and all kinds of things. It's really a cool place. Unfortunately, we won't be able to film inside out of respect for the owner.
Another place we like to come to in the area is Beachy's Bulk Foods. Kind of a grocery store, but they have a lot of bulk items. If you're familiar with Amish, they buy a lot of things. It's like in bags, plain bulk items. You know, a pound of this, half a pound of that. They have some stuff here Trudy really likes, spices and that kind of thing. They're out here in the middle of the countryside. It's usually horse and buggies tied up over here, but they're all out somewhere else. Just a couple miles out of Arthur. One of the main things Trudy likes to look at when we come up here, horse and buggies. Listen to the horse go flip flap, flip flap. Nice shiny buggy. Yeah, hopefully the wind ain't bothering this microphone too much. That's another place we like to come when we're in Arthur. It's called Yoder's Kitchen. It's a pretty good place to eat. You got menu items, and they also have a buffet. Everything we've had to eat in here so far has been pretty good. Good service too. Over on this side, they have a gift shop and a bakery. So you get bakery goods, a lot of little things there in the gift shop, pretty nice. So we recommend it if you happen to be here and looking for something to eat. It's right on the main drag coming into town. So we had a nice day yesterday. I came back to the campground, got some fire going. Wind started whipping up. And all of a sudden, before we went to bed, in fact, Rudy just crawled into bed, the alarms went off on the phones. There was a tornado warning. And it looks like we were right on the edge of the line. No tornado was spotted that I know of, but there was a radar indicated thing. So I stayed up till after 1:30 holding this thing down. We had ropes holding the corners down. And look, everything's going to be okay. They canceled the tornado warning, and shortly later they canceled the thunderstorm warning. And it seemed like the wind had died down. And it was raining a little bit. And then we woke up to this. This is the second one of these this has happened to. The other one just was destroyed. I kind of got a feeling this one might be also. So I'm going to start bailing water out and see if we can get it back into shape. Well, we got all the water off the top. Had a little plastic container, so scooped it out of probably about 10 gallons of water. And about 8 pounds per gallon. That's 80 pounds of water is on there. And this is what happens to a cheap aluminum canopy. So, I don't know. Find another idea or do something. This is the second one we've lost. Our little flag out here survived. No tree branches down or nothing. Everything under this canopy was pretty decent. The only weird thing is that we had a trash can that had Trudy tuck up underneath the table so it wouldn't get full of water and blow away. Well, that's the only thing. It disappeared. I look around across the street and I can't find it anywhere so far. So if you're Lake Shelbyville and you find a Bristol Motor Speedway trash can, hope you enjoy it.
Well, that's the end to another great week of camping at Lake Shelbyville. We had a good time. We went into Arthur and went to some of our favorite stores. It was hot. The Amish don't really believe in air conditioning, but we survived.
Yeah, we did. Lake Shelbyville, of course, the Corps of Engineers lake. It's 11,000 acres and another 23,000 acres of park. So, of course, there's plenty to do there. Boating, fishing, swimming, camping, hiking, biking. Yeah, you can't find something to do there, then you shouldn't have went. Um, yeah, the 100. Well, we just went to the Coon Creek campground. There's 4 campgrounds at Lake Shelbyville. As you saw, there's 181 campsites just at Coon Creek. So it's kind of hard to do all the parks. So we'll have to do another one next time with different campgrounds. Show you that. 181 campsites at Coon Creek. The numbers go up over the 200s, but some numbers are skipped. So 181 sites there, ranging from basic tent sites to full hookups, pull through sites. They all have electric. That's what's kind of strange. Even though it's just a tent site, basically, they do have electric. So hook up your fan and TV and charge your phones. What I don't know, how do you call glamping, tent glamping?
Tent glamping.
Yeah. So yeah, Arthur, you always like going to the Amish stuff, and plenty of places there. We showed you some, but there's a lot more. You can actually pick up a map at the visitor center. It's got a listing of all Amish stores and restaurants, all that kind of thing. So it's pretty neat. Then also the next town over east of there is Arcola. Has some of that, and it's right on I-57. So if you're over in that area, that's easy to get to.
It's a neat place, but it's not Amish like they proclaim it is.
Yeah, they got a nice Amish furniture store, but and they got the hippie memorial there.
That's right, the hippie memorial. That's kind of interesting to look at.
Yeah, just a bunch of junk stuck on a fence, but anyhow, hippie memorial. All right, so I guess that probably does it.
Does it?
All right, we'll see you next time.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and please comment.
Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to tell you. I was gonna grab it. I forgot. You can make a reservation for any Corps of Engineer parks. Go to recreation.gov, or better yet, use their app, which the app works great. I've never had any problem with it. We use it every time we make a reservation. Get the Senior America Pass. I always forget the name of it. I was meant to have it with me, forgot. But we got the Lifetime Senior Pass a few years ago. It cost $80 for the lifetime, and we saved $80 the first year that we used it. So I recommend that, and you can find that on recreation.gov. It'll show you how to get one. And now I think we're about done.
I think we're done.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye.